When you get a job using the freelance visa, mostly you get a higher paid job because we are talking about a travel agent. There are no fake travel agencies out there. So today I'm here to educate you guys on how to come to Qatar to work. Hello lovely people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On this channel, we educate, we entertain, and we support you. So if you haven't subscribed yet, do well to subscribe to the channel. The channel is Banks TV and my name is Banks. Today I'm here with another exciting topic, the most awaited topic of the moment. Yeah, recently I did a video talking about visit visa to Qatar, or how you can easily come to Qatar. And there were a lot of questions in my DM, people asking how they can come to Qatar to work. People were asking about the work visa to Qatar. So today I'm here to educate you guys on how to come to Qatar to work. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. Share the link to your friends so that people might benefit from this video. So first of all, there are three ways whereby you can come to Qatar to work. And I'm going to take it first, second, and the third. I'm going to digest it so that everybody can understand it, be aware of it, be educated, and to know how to come to Qatar. Okay, so first of all, if you want to come to Qatar to work, you have to get a work permit. Without a work permit, you cannot come to Qatar to work. So those of you thinking you want to come to Qatar with visit visa, it doesn't work like that. You cannot work with a visit visa. So for you to come to Qatar, you have to get a work permit or the resident permit to work. Now, how do you get a working visa to Qatar? Before we proceed, this is a disclaimer. I'm not a travel agent. I'm just educating you guys so that you might not fall in trouble when you want to come to Qatar to work. Now, the first and the easiest way to get a job or to get a working visa in Qatar is one, the direct employment. Now, let me educate you guys on this. No employer, and I repeat, no employer here in Qatar charges for recruiting people. They don't charge anyone. Okay, so whatever money you are going to pay to get a working visa to Qatar goes to the agent. Now, every company here in Qatar is ready to employ you, get you your visa, get you your air ticket, get you other traveling documents for you to come to Qatar. But before you can get that direct employment, mostly or 90% you can get it through the travel agencies. Now, people have been saying, how can I get an agent, or how can I get a good agent? Getting a good agent, the question is, no agent is fake and no agent is bad. But of course, there are people who are not even agents, but they fake to be agents, okay? And they stay behind, put the work as a travel and tour and dupe people. That one is aside. When we are talking about a travel agent, there are no fake travel agencies out there until, listen to the underlying word, there are no fake agencies out there until there is a situation. And these are some of the situations where there are shortage of job. And we all know, these people that we sometimes criticize as fake agents, these are the same people who have brought other people here successfully. And no businessman would like to spoil their business reputations. But they become fake when circumstances like there are no job recruitment in the market. And these people, most of them solely survive on the travel and tour thing. So when there are no recruitment, that is when they start taking people's money. That's why they start taking people's money. Sometimes also this same agent get disappointed by employers who want to employ them, take the document, and at the end, don't recruit the people. And already, maybe these people might already taking money from people. I'm just trying to explain everything into deep so that when you want to take a decision, You know what to do. Now, how do you get a good agent? As I earlier said, there are no fake agents. They only become fake when these circumstances arise. But if you want to get a good agent or a good agency who can give you a direct employment, first of all, you need to make a little bit background research about that agent through references, through recommendations. At least they might have, everybody have their bad side, but if the good side, at least you have recruited more people without having issues. That is one. That is selecting a good agent. Once you get to know them through these references and all those things, now you have to make a little bit background research about their history of recruitment. How often do they travel? Do they help people to travel? And how often do they support people without them getting problems? Now, you can go deeper by going extra to look for people that have traveled through those companies, where they are, how they are doing. So these are some of the background search. Okay, this agent have taken these people to Qatar. How did they do it? Were the people stressed? How long did they waited? Are the people doing well? Are they still working? Were they supplied to a good company? These are some of the questions you should ask yourself and do research about them to know that you are actually going for a good agent who can give you a direct employment. Because some agent might even tell you, we have a direct employment for you, and they will get you another visa. You come here, there is no work. You come here, the company don't even have a work, they don't even have a contract, and you become stranded. Some companies are already dead companies, but they'll issue the visa, take the money, then you come and you become stranded. So first, that is the direct employment. And these are some of the advantages of direct employment. In everything we have advantage and disadvantage. Now, with direct employment, the rates at which you pay for the traveling fees is very less. Mostly because if you are paying for other visas for higher prices, direct employment, you can pay lesser price, because at the end of the day, as I earlier said, it's the employers or the recruiters that buy all the or pay for all the travel expenses. So the agent is just taking that money to his pocket because he's also working. He's also working, so he needs to get some money. So that is one. So you pay less for direct employment. Two, the job and everything is ready. Mostly when you get direct employment, once you come, the company is ready for you. The company will give you your company accommodation, your transportation. Sometimes some of the companies provide food. And once you come, immediately, once you finish with your Qatar ID, you start working. So that is one of the advantages. So most of the time, if you come with a direct employment, sometimes even whilst you are preparing to get your RP, which is the resident permit, you already start working. So at the end of the month, you get paid. So two, that is job is ready, your salary is assured, and of course, your accommodation, your Qatar ID, your hospital, your health card, everything is assured. So that's one of the, these are some of the advantages of coming to Qatar with a direct employment. Now, the disadvantage, mostly we all know people recruit you and come to work, they take your travel expenses. So the salary you are expecting might be or might not be what you are expecting. Mostly, direct employment doesn't come with that much huge salary, especially when it's through these agencies. And even sometimes some of the agencies liaise with the companies and take some discount also from your salary. Now, let me take you back to history. Back in history, here in Qatar, where there were so many jobs, that the recruiters really needed people to come and work. During that time, the employers, the companies, pay the agencies, I think it was $300 per head. If you are an agent and you supply someone to the company is going to pay you $300. That was before. Yeah, the company is going to pay you some amount of money for you to recruit people for them. Now, in these days that there are no jobs, they are limited in jobs, and it's very difficult even to find a contract. Now, the travel agencies goes around paying HRs, paying the, some people in the company for them to get a contract to recruit people. So at the end of the day, one, they are paying the employer, the HR and whosoever, and they are also, that's why when they are charging you, they charge you more. And some even go further to say, okay, just give us the visa, we'll buy the ticket for the people, because they really want to get a contract so they can also get their cut. So these are some of the reasons why getting direct employment has become so difficult and also expensive. Before, it was very cheap. Now, let's go to the second option, which is a free visa. There is something we all call free visa. But here in Qatar, there is nothing like free visa. In the system of Qatar, if you have an issue with free visa and you go to the police, the immigration, they will tell you clearly that they don't know anything about free visa. Now, there is nothing called free visa. The word is sponsorship visa. Sponsorship visa. Now, these are some of the things you need to know about sponsorship visa. The advantage, the disadvantage, the procedures. So first of all, someone will ask, what is a sponsorship visa or what's a free visa? Because the free visa is popular name. So let me just use the free visa so that everybody can get it. Okay, so now, when you ask about what is a sponsorship visa here in Qatar, if you want to come and work, you cannot come with visit visa, you cannot come with any other visas apart from sponsorship visa. With the sponsorship visa, it permits you to get a resident permit, which is the Qatar ID or the RP, resident permit. Yes, so before you can work here in Qatar, you need to get your resident permit. Now, the sponsorship visa or the freelance visa is a visa that you can pay a recruiter. You can pay, when I say you can pay a recruiter, or you can pay, there are various of people who have companies, and these companies have SS visas. And some even do it as a business. They establish the company and they sell the visas out. Now, that is what we call sponsorship visa. So these people actually have the visas and they sell it to you. Now, the advantages or the advantages of getting the sponsorship visa. Now, it's easy to get because there are thousands of people, company owners out there who have visas who are ready to sell them out. So once you apply, approximately 3 days, you get your visa. Your visa is ready. 2, when you come with a sponsorship or freelance visa, we all know that you are the one who took all the expenses, your visa fee, your flight ticket, and probably you come and do your RP. Now, when you get a job with the freelance visa, it's the probability for you to get a higher salary or a higher income is very high. I repeat this again. When you get a job using the freelance visa, mostly you get a higher paid job because, one, you came with the freelance visa, you have to search for a job. And searching for a job, maybe you already have a qualification, you already have a skill, you already have a certificate. So you might actually apply for a job or a job of your choice. Yeah, that is one. Or even you might apply for a job that they might pay you higher because they know that you came on your own. You bought your own visa, you took your own expenses. So these are the advantage. Likewise, the direct employment. Mostly the direct employment, you might not even be aware of the kind of job you are coming to do. Or you don't have option selecting jobs. But with this freelance visa or the sponsorship visa, you have the opportunity to select a job that you want based on your qualification, experiences, and other stuff. Sometimes opportunities also do happen. Now, another advantage is that when you have the freelance visa, you are a freelancer. Reason why people usually call it freelance is that you are a freelancer. You are a freelancer. You can go wherever you want. You can stay wherever you want. You can rent your own accommodation. So you are a freelancer. But being a freelancer doesn't mean you are a freelancer. You are only a freelancer because your sponsor has given you that privilege that you can go do whatever you want. But you are still under a sponsor that will be held responsible if anything happens. So this is some of the advantage. You have the freedom of movement, because once you come with a direct employment, you might not have the opportunity to go out, you might not have the opportunity to do whatever you want. Sometimes you'll be restricted, sometimes even some of the companies even take your passport, which I think the Qatar law has already cancelled, that no employer should take the passport of the employees, but most companies still do that. Okay, so now these are the advantages. Now the disadvantage of sponsorship visa or freelance visa are: 1, listen carefully. 1, getting jobs sometimes become difficult. You know, here in Qatar, before the FIFA downwards, and mostly a lot of people didn't know even where Qatar was. So there were thousands of jobs out there. And before also, because they were preparing for the FIFA, and you know, FIFA hosting the whole world here in Qatar, yeah, so they were really preparing. So there were a lot of jobs out there. You will find a job easily when you have the freelance visa. But here lies the case in nowadays. It's very difficult to find a job. There are thousands of people out there with freelance visa who have stayed even more than a year without a job. Some stay here without a job, be borrowing money to pay their rent, borrow money to renew their RP, which is the resident permit. Now, that is 1. Finding job is very difficult with a freelance visa. 2, mostly you might come and at the end of the day, you'll be here and the company that gave you the visa has already expired. The company is already collapsed. So they might not be able to process your resident permit. Now, in this case, you become more stranded because you might not be able to have a free movement because you don't have the RP. You cannot look for a job. You cannot go anywhere you want because you have that fear of deportation. Because if the police find you without an RP, the next thing is either they deport you. And that deportation also comes with a ban. They can ban you for 5 years not entering into the country. So coming with freelance visas, these are some of the risks coming with freelance visa. 1, that is delay in getting job. 2, you might come and your documentation is at stake. 3, the freelance visa is very expensive because at the end of the day, you buy your visa and you also pay for the RP, which is the resident permit. Whether you are working or not, you need to pay your rent. 2, hospital bills. You need to pay your own hospital bills. Mostly when you have a direct employment, you have the health card, so you can easily go to hospital anytime. But with the freelance visa, some of the company owners don't even have the access to get you a health card. So at the end of the day, when you are sick, you have to go to hospital and pay the expenses. 3, getting documents. Every year, you need to renew your ID. Every year, you need to renew your ID on your own. If you have a freelancer, every year, whether you are working or you are not working, you need to renew your ID. 4, you need to buy your own food, transportation and everything. And now, in Qatar, mostly, even if you have the freelance visa and you are not working, and you don't have a proof of work, and you are encountered by the police, they can arrest you and deport you. Because Qatar is a country that wants everyone to be busy, working, getting salary, so that you might not go begging, you might not go stealing, you might not go doing other unnecessary things. So when they find you, you have your freelance visa, you have your ID, you give them, where are you working? And you cannot prove where you are working. You can be deported if care is not taken. It doesn't actually happen, but there are possibilities for that to happen. Because this Qatar system, the system is 100% working. Everything is in order. One of the peaceful country, security, everything is in order. So they don't want the situation whereby you come with a freelance visa, you don't have a place to stay, you'll be stranded walking around the street. No, it doesn't work like that here. So when you come to Qatar, you will not see homeless people walking on the street. Even if you become a homeless, you will find a place to stay, even if it's someone's kitchen. But you will not be on the street. If you want to come to Qatar with freelance visa, what are the things you need to know? 1, you need to know the company that's giving you the visa, they are still in existence. They still have all their documentations. They can still provide you the document when you come in with a freelance visa. Two, you need to know that when you are coming, it's not assured that within the next 2 days, within the next 1 week, within the next month, within the next year, you are going to get a job. So you have to be prepared. You have to be financially stable. You have to know either you are coming with a lot of money with a freelance visa, or you have someone here, a relative here, a friend here, a wife here, who is ready to support you till you find a job. People mostly do video. Even before, I used to do videos. Don't come to Qatar with freelance visa, because it got to a point whereby there were thousands of people coming and they were stranded. There were no jobs. And these people don't have money to even renew their IDs. People don't have place to stay. And you know, when it happens like that, it's a threat to the Ghanaian community. So some of us have to come to the social media and educate people. Don't come with freelance visa. Freelance visa is not, sponsorship visa is not that bad, but you have to take precautions. You have to take these precautions if you really want to come with freelance visa. You have to know. That's why I take it upon myself to come and educate people now on things to know or things to do when you want to come with a freelance visa. That is one of the what I said. That is one. You need to be financially okay, get a support from someone, or prepare yourself before you come. Two, know that the company that you are coming through is a company that at least can give you your document. Prepare yourself, because once you have money, you can pay your rent, you can buy your food and whatsoever. And also, mostly this freelance visa is good for people with qualifications and experience. Not just qualification, but qualifications with experience. If you are a university graduate and maybe you are working with telecom, you have to get the certificate and the experience. So when you come, you can apply. You are a carpenter, you are a mason, you have the skill, you can do it. When you come, by the grace of God, if you keep applying, you get a job. Now, one of the reasons why most people come to Qatar with freelance visa and they become stranded is that someone is a university graduate, he has a certificate, has a degree. Maybe he has a background in HR. He has a background in architecture. Now, these people come and he said, I'm an architecturer. Okay, now I have the certificate. Now he will do a CV, apply for a job, go for an interview, and he cannot even answer one question. And he don't even know how to use the computer. How do you expect to be recruited? So these are some of the reasons why mostly I'm talking, especially the Ghanaians who come with freelance visa. Then at the end of the day, the person will be like, okay, since I'm not getting job, let me do any job. If I get a helper job, I will do. If I get a laborer job, I will do. You need to, someone is an accountant. You have the certificate, but you don't have the experience. You don't even know about database. He don't even know how to use the Excel. But he said he's an accountant with a degree certificate. So such people become stranded. So before you come with a freelance visa, make sure that you understand all these things. Be prepared financially, physically, because mentally and spiritually. Because sometimes you come 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you don't have a job, and you become, your mental is gone. Because you are staying in the house, you don't have a job, you are paying rent, you are buying food. And now, the third one, which is one of the beautiful one, but not easy to get. The third way of getting a job or a work visa in Qatar is applying online. Now, this is the funny thing. People can apply for a job online here in Qatar, and sometimes within 2 years, they are not even getting a reply. But trust me, it does work. Most people come to Qatar here with a direct employment, but this direct employment was applied online. Now, how does it work? For example, let's take Qatar Airways, for example. Qatar Airways have a portal that their career portal, they put job opportunities there. So you just go there and apply. Apply, put your email there and be monitoring. When the time comes or when the need arises for them to recruit, they are going to select you if you qualify for the job position. Now, it doesn't come just easy. I know people who apply for a job and they got the job after 3 years. There was this lady I was speaking to recently. He works at Qatar Airways. She's a caterer. So this lady actually applied for the job on the portal, and waited for 2.5 years before she was called. She said she even forgot. One day she was there, she just went to her mail and she saw that, hi, you have been recruited by Qatar Airways. Can we get your this document for further process? And she was called, she was scheduled for interview. She did the interview and now she is here. There are a lot of people who are working in Hamad Hospital, Ghanaians working in Hamad Hospital, Qatar Energy, and mostly these direct employment are mostly government-based jobs and some are high profile jobs. So getting this kind of job, it takes patience, but once you get it, the benefits are much. Because just imagine getting a job in Qatar Airways. You get all the benefits. They will get you your ticket, airline, you get a good job, good salary, good accommodation, and you have travel opportunities. You can travel all over the places. So applying jobs, and these are some of the companies that you can apply jobs and you can get them online. One, Qatar Energy. If you are someone who is into anything, because Qatar Energy is a broad company whereby everything is there. Engineering, HR, IT, just name them. Everything is there. Qatar Energy, Qatar Aluminium. There was a time where Qatar Aluminium came to employ a lot of people from Ghana. And those people were the pioneers or the Ghanaians who were well-to-do here in Qatar. And even some of them are still working. Most of them have been retired because these people came here, I think, from 2015. And they were paid very good salary. The government took care of their kids. It's just an amazing offer. So getting a direct employment, this is some of the advantage of getting a direct employment which you yourself apply online. Now you get a good salary. Government or the company is taking care of everything. Now, let me just list the companies. Qatar Energy, Qatar Aluminium, this is Qatalum, Capco, Qatar Petrochemical, Orido, Vodafone, and these popular hotels. You know, most of these hotels, if you apply job and you get like a chef, whatsoever, and you get employment, they give you good offer. Like Hilton, Shangri-La, all the hotels are here. So you just go online, search for their portal, the career portal, search for the job, they apply. Hamad Hospital. Hamad Hospital mostly there is one Ghanaian here who is a very big doctor here. Dr. Cancer, big ups to you. They are one of the biggest Ghanaians here we look up to. They are one of the people that made the Ghanaian community here. You understand? So there are a lot of people, prominent people who got jobs working in Qatar Energy. Some are working in Hamad Hospital. Most of our ladies, Ghanaian ladies, are working here in Qatar Airways as cabin crews. Some are there as ground staffs and all those things. And it's very amazing. So advantage of direct employment, like getting it online, is that most of the time it delays. Sometimes within a year, sometimes two, sometimes might not even be called at all. And the advantage is that once you get opportunity, you are not going to pay any money to any agent. You get a direct visa ticket. As I said, it's very easy, and you get a good job. There are these ladies in Qatar Airways. They are doing good job and they are well to do. They can travel all over the world. So this is the information I have for you based on direct employment to Qatar. So watch this video carefully if you want to come to Qatar. Watch this video, no matter where you are, which country you are, whether you are from Africa, Europe, Philippines, wherever you are watching this video from. Just take a critical time to listen to these informations. Please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do well to subscribe, because on this channel I bring you more exciting, entertaining, and educative topics. So in my next video, I'll be talking about some companies here in Qatar. I'm going to dig down. There are a lot of our Ghanaian, there are a lot of people who are in the house who are not working. So I'll be doing videos talking about companies, individual companies that you can easily get a job from, because there are a lot of companies. Myself, I work in the oil and gas sector, and I work as a client. So there are thousands of contracting companies around there, which I know might recruit people time to time. So I'll come here to talk about these companies so people can have access to their offices and apply. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel, share this live, and let's grow together. See you next in my next video. Bye bye.